This sewing workshop at the Sibäganagati First Nation Community Center began with an idea to make regalia for children. Jill Paul's 5 children love powwows and saw the need.
Most children are turned away from powwows because they don't have regalia to dance. So when we created the Facebook group called Sibäganagati Regalia Creations, we had over 150 people join immediately.
After Paul secured funding and donations, the sewing room opened last November. No experience necessary to learn the basics of sewing. Stephanie Doucette helped with the funding.
As a first-time sewer myself, I'm excited to rock my skirt once we get these finished, and I'm going to be sporting it proudly.
Instructors volunteer their sewing experience. Deanne Sack, band counselor, says sewing is healing. She learned how to make ribbon skirts from YouTube.
I have no friggin' clue, but I figured out how to make pockets. I figured out applique. I figured out a hem and to sew in elastics as part of my healing journey.
Brooks Willis, first-time band counselor, says the workshops are more than sewing. They are reviving culture that was lost in residential schools.
Not always has our community had access to culture, especially being just 5 minutes away from the only residential school in Atlantic Canada. So our community was kind of ground zero, at least in this side of Turtle Island, to have such a heavy impact in that loss and the intergenerational impacts of it.
The youngest of the group is 14-year-old Nakira Howe. She came with her mom to make her own ribbon skirt, her own way.
You get to have fun with people, you get to make stuff, and you just get to have fun and do whatever you want to make.
Mary Lucy Bernard, a Mi'kmaq speaker and educator, says the workshops are more than sewing.
And you get to be around people that you're not normally around. Like I work at the school and I don't see, the only people I see are the ones at the school. So this gives me a chance to be around someone else that's, plus I live alone.
As the workshops continue, Bernard hopes to eventually include the Mi'kmaq language.
I think I could come in and introduce the language and say, what the words are, different words that we use for sewing and the thread and the scissors and in Mi'kmaq, and help along, let them catch on with the words.
The workshops are a success. Paul and Doucette hope to keep the program going with community support.
So people have been truly willing to help out, dive in, pitch in, support, donate, and so it's just growing. And that's where I'm really excited. It's just to keep, and so we'll just keep writing proposals and finding more funding if we can.
Paul says the sewing room is a safe place for people to come together.
Pretty cool watching everyone come in here because they're all kind of in a shell at first, but then once they start warming up to you can see like their confidence boosts, and then when they're all complete their skirt, they're just beaming. Like it's pretty cool to watch. Yeah.
Once ribbon skirts are mastered, sewing regalia will be next, in time for powwow season. Angel Moore, APTN National News, Sibäganagati First Nation.